Aloha everyone. Welcome back to more Romancing Saga Reuniverse stream. Pardon me if I sound weird. I have cough drops with me. I might be I don't wanna cough on stream. But yeah, it's gonna be a little short stream. We're gonna try cover Aslana because she was just recently announced in Global, and then we can check out the Spiral 210 because that's why we're gonna have Aslana and the Ludvig banner. I can show both. Right now I'm just gonna do random JP stuff, so at any point feel free to interrupt me with whatever questions. Let me put it in chat, and so I can start working on some quests. Right now, I'm gonna try to conquer some of the conquest node. As part of the 5th year anniversary, we have a conquest, and then that's how the nodes in the recent book in Free Quest opens up, and so I gotta do that. Oh, thank you, JJ, or yeah. Oh. Sorry. That sounded funny knowing that it's you, Andy. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Okay, frozen arrow. Sure, let's use you. I'm trying to get as much jewels as I can so that I can try to get whatchamacallit, Shiray. Shiray is my main target. We can go through the banner as well, the recent one in JP. I got a lot of off banners. it was sad, but whatever, right? Let me do this, and then I'm gonna bring Yanfan. Where is Yanfan? Wait, where's Yanfan? So it's this one, fairy. Oh, there you go, Yanfan. Sorry. I got martial arts. I got intelligence and dex, so I need 2 strength. Who can I use? I'm just trying to conquer the node, so don't mind me. I'm just using whatever. I want strength base. You're not strength. You're not AoE, right? Yeah, single target. It's okay. You're not missing much with Orluge. Orluge is a lot of damage. But it's damage would always scale with the upcoming banner, and so it's okay if you miss him. It's fine. Strength. I guess you. Sure. We are now in the global banners. Who can I use? I just want a strength user. I can't use... Well, I'll use Acellus. Yeah. This one... Yanfun is here. Intelligence here. Strength, and dex. Okay. Then we just equip with weapon, and then we should be good to go. Dark staff. I don't have a dark staff. Sorry, Orluge. Hold on. Let's fix that. Dark staff. Is it? Oh, I can upgrade the Evelyn staff. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now you have a dark staff. And then I don't want you to do this. I want you to do that. Yeah, frozen arrow is fine. I want you to do this. And then you're gonna use your skill 3. You're gonna use your skill 2. Okay. Alright, let me see. We have 8 people join. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'll do some quests, and then maybe once we get to 10 people watching, we can start I can start showing Aslana and Ludvig. And just a quick information, I am highly recommending Aslana, mainly because if I need somebody that's for defenses, Aslana is my go-to. So we'll go through the skills so you would understand why. And then you... Oh, no follow-up. Okay. But welcome. If you have any requests or questions, just put it in chat and then we will go through all of them. So... are we expecting some global buffs? I don't expect any buff to Aslana, to be honest. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn down the volume a little. You're gonna see it in the screen. Sorry. But yeah, I don't expect Aslana to be buffed, mainly because Aslana is very solid as she is. But, you know, knowing global, even though a character is solid already, that they would still buff it. But yeah, Aslana, I would think if there's any buff, they might want to buff Fulbright, because Fulbright needs more support, so that he can be at par with what Aslana can bring. But both of them are really strong in terms of support. So it's technically a 2% banner, but if you're just aiming for Aslana, then it's 1%. Alright, 9 people watching. I'm saying Orluge can be skipped, Andy, but I have Orluge right now. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to brag like that. Okay, so we have 9 people watching. That's good enough for me. Let's start. So I'm gonna continue with this later. I wanted to get more jewels, so maybe I can do a multi, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we get Shiray, and that's it. Okay, so Aslana. So Aslana, like I said, I go for her if I need defensive capability. So when we had, so there's gonna be an attack with 3 bosses. You gotta use 1 party, and then it's like 5 stages. Boss, random mob, boss, and random mob, and so on. That's part of the Dread Queen Saga Soul banner. Aslana is perfect in that one. And then 210, I used Aslana. I think, yeah, 230, I used Aslana again. And then in Galatea battle, I also used Aslana. So the main reason for using her is because if you have someone like Final Empress, right, the global version, where skill number 3, you are able to dodge 1 time if you're not at full HP. So the first attack that you get from the enemy, you would dodge it. But with Aslana's buff, this one right here, yeah, this one. Oh no, not this one. So she gives 2 passive to the party at turn start. So with that, the requirement is Aslana has to be alive. So it's different than, say, Astrologist Wagnas, where Astrologist Wagnas would give you the passive at battle start and it's permanent for the battle, kind of like Hardy too. So Aslana is one of those where it's refresh every turn, and so you have to keep Aslana alive. So this is the one of the buff that I highly use and has always been clutch. Especially if you also utilize SaGa Elised with the lightning spike. So I mentioned before, if you stack those action order debuff, the rotation that the enemy is expected to do per turn would get messed up. So like say if the enemy is expected to buff initially at turn start and then would do the attacks after, they might do the buff at the end of their turn instead. So that's one of the perks of stacking action order. And so with damage block, for example, you get a deadly attack, and then so you would get the attack, or you would have whatever defenses. So for example, if you have Final Empress with you, the SaGa Final Empress, and you don't have full HP, you would be able to dodge any attack, right? Incoming attack one time. So that first attack, you would dodge it with that. And then with Aslana's buff, this one, after that attack, you would buff yourself with damage block one time. It only procs one time per turn, so you don't have like an infinite times of damage block. And that's helpful because if you think about it, with Final Empress, Aslana, and then Joe combination, you would be able to build some kind of defenses with you, with the I forgot the English name of the Flame Force buff to the party. So basically you're building defense boost to your party so that you take less damage as a result. Not to say you're taking minimal damage, but you're taking less damage because of the defense boost buildup. And of course, attack boost is also included in that one. So other than the damage block, she also gives this buff to the party. We are now at the point where we are gearing all of our party members with 35 resistance so that they would be able to resist the enemy attack. So if you see that resist show up whenever you take damage, that means you are mitigating inclusive of the additional mitigation from resist damage. So with incoming resist damage, if you have that kind of incoming attack to you, whether you dodge it or not, you would be buffing yourself with strength, dexterity, and intelligence. Now, this is really helpful in 99% of the stages. That 1% that it's not helpful, it's at Spiral 210. But, for me, at Spiral 210, I still use Aslana. And I'll explain later how I dealt with that. So, yeah, Aslana has damage block. She can allow the party to buff themselves. And then she also has the attack boost and defense boost for the party at turn starts. Any defense boost is always helpful. And between the two, you would want to pick defense boost more to survive. But later on, once we get to the JP level of challenges, you would need a good balance of attack boost and defense boost, because it's either you can survive but you don't deal enough damage, so you would end up losing the battle anyway, either by the enemy debuffing you or the enemy just buffs enough that can just one-shot you. And then she has intrinsic, so that's really helpful. And then so the other thing that Aslana brings to the table is additional defense boost with Muscle Statue. So Muscle Statue is an AoE. It gives an extra small heal to the party, and it also gives a small defense boost for 2 turns. And as you all know, defense boosts would stack with one another, so any sources of defense boost is helpful. So this one, and then I think this one is a endurance debuff, so you won't be using this as much. And then lastly is the other skill that she's useful for, Attractive Dance. So Attractive Dance is a single target blunt, random 3 to 4 hits. For every hit, you would buff the party with, endurance and willpower, small effect. And so she is all about the defenses, and The reason why I brought her as well in 230, I streamed that one time because you would need 15 hits, I believe, to break the enemy at odd turns. So Aslana was helpful in that matter. And of course, she has intrinsic. You know me, I love characters with intrinsic because they are tanky and they are able to dodge properly, and it comes in clutch every time. Excuse me. And then, so other than Aslana, the UDX style, there is also the free S style. Let me arrange by HP so we see her. Where is Aslana? Okay, so this is the free S style that we would get from the story. So she has a single target heal with stealth. So this is the same as Pumpkin Apollo's stealth heal. So it's a hide heal. And then the second skill is Mirage Kick. You might want to consider this for Spiral 210, but for me, I went for hide heal. And then the last one that you might not use is Flower Rondo, which is what Ricky has, the Summer Ricky. So that one is AoE blunt, and then it debuffs guard down and buffs everyone with moral up. So for me, hide heal, but Mirage Kick is good as well. Okay, so that's Aslana. And then the other one, the other banner is Ludvig. I was able to get Ludvig as well, so we can go through him real quick. I'm just gonna find where he is. Where is Ludvig? There you go. Okay, so Ludvig. So Ludvig is he has very useful buff to the party, but the problem is after the buffs and all, he becomes a DPS. Although he delivers really good DPS, it's just, you know, being able to help more than just what the passive that he gives to the party. That's my comment about Ludvig. So between the two banners, I would highly encourage people to pull for Aslana instead. Aslana has way more mileage than Ludvig. Ludvig, I mentioned before, would give you a 25% chance to dodge at critical HP, which is clutch. But, you know, same as the most of the comment for Yukata Melissa in Global. The Phantom buff at 25% is a little low, so take that as you will, depending on what you prefer as an acceptable buff or not. So let's go through Ludvig. I forgot to mention before I started that this is all JP information. We would know more information about our banner in maybe 4 hours time, so keep that in mind. Take whatever I say with a grain of salt at this time, and once Hans on Reddit and Jans on Discord post the changes, then that's where you might want to reassess whether what I said is useful or not. Right now we are assessing the banners with vanilla JP information. Alright, so Ludvig, skill number 1 is Dark and Slash, single target, and then buff self with Endurance and Intelligence, medium effect. Skill number 2, it's a one-time use per battle. He would buff himself with Element Enhanced Dark with Super Extreme, so that's 40%. And then everybody else other than Ludvig would have BP plus 5, would have a defense boost extra large for 3 turns, and then everybody else would take 10% of their max HP as damage. And that's okay, because 10% is not a big deal. And then skill number 3, so after buffing with skill number 2, you would most likely be using skill number 3 after. So it's a single target, Slash and Dark. Before you attack, you buff yourself with Moral Up extra large effect for 2 turns. After that, you do the attack with an A damage, and then you follow up with this, which is Flash. I forgot the name of the skill from Death, the UDX style. Flash Sight, I think. I forgot the name, but it's basically an SS damage, Dark and Slash as well, single target. So it's an A and an SS, so most likely an equivalent of an SSSS damage in total. And then for the ability, skill number 1, increased damage. First line is increased damage 30%. When doing a magic damage, increase damage further with 30% attack. And then when taking damage, you mitigate damage with 30%. When taking damage, you have a 25% chance to take 0 damage. So 100% damage cut is 0 damage. That's the same as what his buff does. So, but at battle starts, he would have an LP -1. Ability number 2, at battle starts, you buff everyone with this, and it lasts the entire battle. So what this does is, the first line, it says, if your HP is not full, so everybody would have it, right, other than Ludvig. If your HP is not full, increase your damage by 15%, and then mitigate damage with 15%. If you're at critical HP, so that's less than 30% HP, you increase your damage further with 20%. You have a 25% chance to take 0 damage, which is the 100% damage cut. And then the clause here, it says, if you're at critical HP, both the increased damage and damage mitigation would take effect. So that's why this is the main reason why you would want Ludvig. Again, 25%, take that as you will for damage cut. If you think that's helpful, go for Ludvig. Other than buffing, he would be able to just deal single target damage. I used Ludvig on my Spiral 210 clear because he was really strong slash damage. You would need strong slash damage, that's why. So we can go through the Spiral 210 after this. And then the second line for ability number 2, every attack lands, he would get BP +2. So when he used skill number 3, he would get BP +4 back, and then get another BP +3 for going to the next turn. And then ability number 3 is maximum voltage. It's a turn starts, heat up with 30%, 5 times per battle, so 150%. Overall, he would have 180% when doing physical damage, 210% when dealing magic damage, and then that's by turn 5. And then he would have this buff to the party, which increases 35% attack, and then 15% mitigation, and then at critical HP, 25% damage cut. So depending on the HP is the amount of attack you give to the party. So that's Ludvig. So overall, I would say a solid single target DPS. But if you're good with slash or dark single target DPS, there's gonna be a lot more coming that you might wanna hold on to pulling for Ludvig. Evelyn and Madeline are both okay. Evelyn is more focused on being an intelligence debuffer. Intelligence and I think dexterity. I forgot because I don't have Evelyn. And then Madeline becomes a counter tank, which is a strong DPS as well. But you know, kind of like whatchamacallit, beachside Khalid, you know. But I wanted to have Madeline and Evelyn some kind of buff, and if they need to buff the UDX banner so that it becomes more powerful, I would say Fulbright and maybe minor to Aslana. Like so where is Aslana again? It's either from her S style, they can change skill number 3 to something more useful, or with Aslana, if they can give her with this one, changing the BP to something else right here for turn starts, I think that's more than enough. They can't change this because this is the same skill as Shiray. So if they change this, it would have to be a different skill. So it would have to stay as large and medium effect accordingly for attack and defense boost. And I love intrinsic, so hopefully they don't change intrinsic. But yeah, Again, Aslana, highly recommended. Fulbright, not so shabby either. Bruni is the plat style. Let me see if I have him. I mean, we don't need to go through. Bruni is plat style. Everybody would get him eventually. And then for the other banner, it's not too bad to get Ludvig, but Ludvig had a short lifespan in my party. After the first month, he was practically in bench. After I utilized Albert, the latest Albert with the Victor's Blade, and then follows up with Lefty Fork, that I never used Ludvig after. So yeah, that's why I use I'm highly recommending Aslana because I use Aslana more. Okay, let's see if I kept my Spiral 210 party. This is 220, Firebringer, Water Dragon 230. No, I didn't keep. Okay, so the party I had was Aslana, Ludvig, Shiray, Joe, and Matcha. And I've been telling everybody, if you wanted to be successful in Spiral 210, consider getting UDX Matcha as part of your selector ticket, but that's more of a short-term plan. So take that as you will with how with how valuable you want the character that you want to get from the selector ticket. So the reason why you wanted Matcha is because of Tower. So Tower is one of the few intelligence debuff that's a fast and AoE. The main reason for that is where the game is at in global, the enemy would always outspeed us, and because of how the stage is designed where there's so much elements happening, that you would want to do intelligence debuff as much as possible. So let me do this. I did this for Aslana. Shiray had the bow, Joe had her staff, Ludvig. So when Ludvig gets released, we would have this sword, but this is on SS. If you have Ludvig, definitely consider this to upgrade to SSS. That sword, and then Matcha. I think after, I forgot when that was. Pretty sure I didn't have the SSS staff for Matcha just yet on that one. I think I had I used a crafted fire staff for her. No, that's whatchamacallit, mug plant. Let me see. Oh, I deleted them already. Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah. Because I only needed a burning down from this Matcha. So that's why I went for this. Oh, wait. No, not this. Hold on. I think... yeah, I had a double element. This one, I think. One of the double element staff. Because we don't have the Matcha staff just yet by then. And we didn't had SSS staff by then for Matcha as well. So she had to use a crafted weapon. Okay, so for the battle, from what I remember, there's a lot of dark element, there's a lot of ailments, and then I forgot whether you need slash and blunt element. Let me see. Yes, you're facing both Ludvig and Witch of the East. So let me see. Alright, so dark slash. Okay. Dark and slash. Okay. And then for Witch of the East, I think there's Pierce in here. Yeah, Pierce and dark and heat. So, and slash. So all elements. Is there blunt? Yeah, there's blunt. So all physical elements and dark element. And if you want heat element as well for Hellfire. So the main reason why I mentioned is ailments is because of this. For Witch of the East, there's always a 25% chance for her to land a paralyze and poison on you as a passive. So I think with intelligence debuff, you would be able to lower that chance and hopefully be more successful. And then every time she lands an attack, she would also buff herself with intelligence. And so if you would like a buff cleanser, that would be helpful. But if not, just keep up with the buffing with Aslana and Shiray. And then the other thing that you would want to consider in this battle is you can't be buffing a lot. I mentioned that Aslana's passive would allow the party to buff themselves, right? Whenever they take a resist damage, they would buff themselves with strength, dexterity, and intelligence. And then top that off with Shiray, following up with skill number 3 whenever he does a normal attack, or skill number 1 rather, follow up. So more strength, dex, and intelligence. So with that, you would go over the threshold, and I'll show you what's gonna happen if you go over the threshold. Basically, every attribute that you go over the threshold, you would get punished by it, either by Ludvig or by Witch of the East. So if it's Ludvig, Ludvig would do a lot of physical attack from what I remember. And then for Witch of the East, that's the deadlier one, because she would cast Psycho Noise twice. So that would lower your willpower twice. And then she would also cast Euthanize. So she would buff herself with intelligence some more, and then would do like a paralyze attack, and then that's it, game over, because once you're paralyzed, you're dead. So yeah, those are there's one more gimmick that I haven't mentioned, but let me gear up the party first, and then we should be able to go. So Aslana would be Pierce. And heat element. But I need Pierce. Sorry. Guard ring. Okay, I can't do Titan suit. Let me do this instead. Or is it the violet dark armor? We recently had it in global too, just in case you guys don't know. What's this? What is this? Cold divine boot, Titus Squeeve. Okay, let's do this, and then we'll do dark. So she'll take damage with heat element. Hey Hokto Master, which one are you referring to? Global or JP? Okay, so that's Aslana. Shiray, we're gonna do we're gonna do Halberg. We're gonna do the glove, skull protector, and slash element. Oh, I love the JP update because my party can level non-stop. Okay, so Joe can use this, and then would need to have a divine boots, and then Pierce. Can use guard ring. Yep. Is this okay? Let's do mythic shoes. No. Okay, let's do this. And then I'm scared of the ailments, that's why I'm gearing properly. They can. If, but it depends on your recording on what the game remembered that what you are doing. Because if it remembers that some other folks are also using their skills, then they would be able to rank up. Otherwise, they won't be able to rank up. And it's fine. I mean, Hokuto Master, come on. Doug would agree as well that you're talking to the wrong person. I don't rank skills. I use hard content for skill ranking. What else? Is this dark? No. Is this dark? That's sun. He has so much sun element. I got this. Okay, perfect. And then heat element. No thank you. So just do this. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got the chance to take advantage of it, but if anything, I would want Ward to take advantage of that. Okay, so this is probably not my gear when I did this, but it's okay. I have this. I didn't inherit anything, and then I had tower. Yeah, so that's the one. So this is what I remember my party look like. I may have better gears now than before, so my apologies. But I'll share the video on Sher's channel on the partners creator, so you guys can see what the battle looks like. Okay, so this round I'm gonna try to buff as much as I can, so you would see what the punish would look like. So I'm gonna do and then, so if you notice, I focus more on the strength, dex, and intelligence buffing. And it's because the other gimmicks of this battle, your endurance and will buff is always cleansed at end of turn. That's one. And then the other one is on certain turns, I think every by turn 2 and then every 3 turns after, so 2, 5, and 8, that's when Ludvig would do guard defense down, so that's a permanent effect on the party. And then Witch of the East would do heat down turn 3 and then 3 turns after, so 3, 6, and 9. Let me see, it's it's this one right here. This one. No, not that one. Yeah, heat down to the party. So that's why it's also a battle of, I guess, the faster DPS, I would say, or better DPS, because if you don't deal enough damage, you'd be so weak that you won't be able to finish the battle. So that's one. And then the other one, if you notice, they also have this, where if you, so they are a partner, right? Ludvig and Witch of the East. Ludvig is more physical and sometimes magic, and then Witch of the East is more magic. So if you take down Witch of the East first, she would cast physical, I think physical mitigation, I think, forgot the exact term, but basically you would do less physical damage to the battle. And same goes for Ludvig. He would cast a debuff where you would do less magic damage to the battle. So those are all the gimmicks. There's ailments, there's guard, defense down, and heat down. That's permanent. They heat up themselves and defense up as well. And also they debuff you with you do less physical and less magic damage. So okay, so for this one, I'm gonna do Attractive Dance. I'm gonna use BP plus 10, Flame Force as always with Joe. We're gonna cast the skill number 2 for Ludvig, and then Matcha would always be on tower duty. And then if you ask me who is the better target, on who to target first, I would say Ludvig, but some would go for Witch of the East first. So that's the debuff. Tough Break, which is endurance and willpower buff cleanse to us, and then they would cleanse debuff inflicted to them. So they would always keep their buff with them, but they would also cleanse their debuff. It's a good thing that for Witch of the East, any buff that she gets for intelligence, it gets cleansed the following turn. So it's a sigh of relief, at least. That's going our way. Okay, we're gonna do more attractive dance. So at this point, I would always use the peace song or Yasuragi no Shi for Shiray, but so that he doesn't attack and follow up with his skill number 1. But just for the sake of demo, I'm gonna do normal attack, and then I would be buffing myself. So by then I would be more than the threshold by turn 3, I think, and then I would get punished. So I'm gonna use skill number 1 deliberately. For Joe, you would want to do moral down and then or the odd circle. So moral down, and then for Ludvig, start the DPS, and Matcha is always on tower duty. So that first attack AoE from Ludvig, we got the damage block from that, and then you would see that the next attack is 0. Yeah, so that's the main value of what Aslana brings to the table, on top of the attractive dance being an endurance and willpower buff. That is the defense down permanent from Ludvig, turn 2 and then turn 5 after. And just to show you, this is the defense down. This one. So this one is permanent for the battle. Okay, we'll do attractive dance, buff. We'll do odd circle. Ludvig is dead. It's fine. We're gonna demo. We're doing a demo anyway, so it's fine. So Aslana deflected that pain, but Aslana also got the damage blocks though. So any incoming attack, after that you would get a damage block after. Alright, that's the moral down. And then we should be punished now. Nope, no punish. So let's try next turn. I'll do muscle statue, more buffing, more odd circle, more tower. And just so you know, the damage that I'm doing now for Ludvig, that's not the amount of damage that we would be doing on day 1 of this challenge. It's because I am just higher in cap now. That's the punish for going over threshold for dexterity. This is the strength. So like I said, euthanize, and then after that, night call, and then yeah, everybody is dead because you are disabled with sleep and then you were paralyzed. But surprisingly, Joe survived. Because I am so much above the whatchamacallit, the cap when this was released. But yeah, it's basically game over by the time you get punished because of the euthanize and night call and the passive paralyze and poison. So that's why you might want to manage your buffing as much as possible. But again, with Aslana helping with the buffing, with all the incoming attacks coming your way, Shiray would be able to avoid attacking by doing one of his songs from the S style, whether it's the Yasuragi or the other song with the buffing. Okay, let's do this properly this time. Aim Force, skill number 2, and Tower. Once you get used to your party, you would know how much buffing you would need to, to not go over the threshold. And for everyone watching right now, thank you for the love with the stream. I'm just here to demo and supplement whatever I can help with. I know Sure already covers a lot of stuff, so I don't want to repeat that to all of you. So what I'm trying to bring to the table instead is anything that's coming our way. Basically, what's coming up, any interesting styles, what are my thoughts with the current JP content and so on. Those are the stuff that I'm going to be focusing on. What did you miss, Hokuto Master? Okay, let's do Attractive Dance. We'll do Yasuragi. We're gonna do Grace Flam. Skill number 3, Tower. It's fine, Hokuto Master. Nobody is required to attend my stream. And, you can always DM me, right? If you have questions, so feel free to do so. So that's the other purpose for having Joe, is because whenever Witch of the East does the Crow Rush, it's considered as a direct attack, so you would counter with Headbutt, and you would want Joe to counter with Headbutt as much as possible. Especially for Witch of the East. With Matcha's Tower, Ludvig is basically not gonna inflict any ailments to you, so you should be good. Now, from a global perspective, I would say if you don't have Ludvig, Final Empress would be a good candidate in replacement for Ludvig, but the battle is gonna take longer than usual, mainly because Final Empress doesn't do as much damage as what Ludvig can do. But, that's what you get for trying to use some of the characters that you have. Okay, Attractive Dance. Yay. We're gonna do Moral Down. We're gonna attack, then Tower. And then the reason why I used Finale Matcha too is because she has a Burning Down, and then inheriting with with Tower, that you would be able to debuff Intelligence when both of them are alive, and then when it's just Witch of the East, you can just spam Burning Down and keep on cleansing the Intelligence debuff, and so making the battle a tad more manageable. But when they're all alone, they still have something up their sleeves, so just don't let your guard down. Okay, Yasuragi, Odd Circle, skill number 3, and then Tower. So this is the last challenge, I would think, where Shiray, where if you don't have Shiray, you should be fine. I saw some JP folks being able to clear this without Shiray, and that's totally fine. But after that, the battle is kind of circled around Shiray or having a good BP battery. So just that, consider that if you still haven't pulled for Shiray. Because we still don't have the replacement for Shiray just yet. It's the best character in the game, Fireworks Virgil, just so you know, best character. But yeah, Fireworks Virgil, after I got him, he basically replaced Virgil. Fireworks Virgil, he basically replaced Shiray. So because Virgil would allow the party to have their own BP +1 to themselves, and with all the follow-ups you would get a lot of BP +1, and then Virgil himself would also give 2 or sometimes 1 time of fireworks, so more BP, you know. And then on top of that, he would also give healing and attack boost to the party. And that's why if you saw my Virgil showcase, that was the reason why I was able to take down Spiral 180 with 5 turns, because of Summer Liam, Finale Kami, Virgil, Yukata Virgil, the Barthélemy we have right now in Global, and then I think I had SaGa Label. So yeah. Okay, so I think from what I remember correctly, either at 40% HP by the heat element icon, that's when Ludvig would start to buff and go berserk. So that's why I want to get as close as possible, and then I'm gonna do overdrive and then hopefully take down Ludvig. That's what I did in my first clear for this. So let's try it out if I can pull it off. 2000 damage. I got Kihachi twice, Hokuto Master. And then I got Saturn / Ellen, Christmas Acelis, New Year Subir. All the off banner. That was so sad. And I'm already 9 multis in. Okay, so with this one, I'm gonna try to overdrive, because my main DPS is Ludvig, that hopefully he would be able to do a lot of damage. And good thing too for Joe that she can do odd circle. So let's do that. I'm doing hide heal to Matcha, skill number 3 still with Ludvig, and I don't have tower, so this is scary. we shall see. I remember complaining to my friend with this a lot of times, because I get so close with defeating this stage, and then suddenly Witch of the East would win the 25% chance to land paralyzed, and then I just get disabled. Yep, that's the magic. Oh, that's the magic defense down. Okay, sorry, I misremembered. Everybody now would take stronger magic damage from the battle because of the threshold from Ludvig, and Shiray died. And that's the same for Witch of the East. Once you get to a certain threshold, they would she would debuff you with physical defense down, so you would take more damage from physical attacks. But yeah, it's just a matter of RNG with this battle, just like how the current battles we have right now, where if as long as you don't get focus fire, the enemy doesn't do a focus fire on one character, you should be fine. and also the RNG from the 25% paralyze. Just pray it doesn't proc. That's all. Yeah, that's the battle. For me, I'm gonna go the JP route with how I tackled that, which is going for Ludvig first, and then I went for Witch of the East after. I'm gonna try for Aslana first. Hopefully I get Aslana. And then if I have extra jewels, I might try for Ludvig. If not, I'm gonna try to get Fulbright instead. But yeah, that's gonna be my plan for... Today is Tuesday. On Thursday. But yeah, that's Spiral 210. Hey Socrates, how are you? Thank you for joining. So that's Aslana and Ludvig. That's Spiral 210 as well. It's okay. It's again, it's a matter of opinion, right, Socrates? And you would have your own targets, you know, with knowledge of playing JP. Alright, let's go through the Shiray banner, and then I'm just gonna casually clear stuff, and hopefully I get 3,000 jewels and I can do one more pull. Yes, I want Shiray. Okay, so we have the Shiray banner with Shiray, Kihachi, and Liam. So we're gonna do Shiray first. So Shiray, this is the artwork, which is amazing. Yes, that is true, Socrates. Alright, skill number 1 for Shiray. So it's a single target, Pierce and Sun. He would recover a random amount of BP, whether it's +3, +5, or +7. It's a 3 BP cost skill. Skill number 2 is Ray of Hope plus. So it's a Saiseko plus. It's the plus version, it gives a damage block 1 time for 1 turn. So now Shiray has a revive healing skill. And then skill number 3, it's a fast AoE. It's a support. You buff the party with attack boost 30%, extreme effect for 2 turn. And then defense boost extra large. So I think that's 30% for 2 turns. And then turn ends, HP heal for small effect for 2 turns as well. And again, that's for everyone for 14 BP. And then abilities. Ability number 1. Battle starts, BP +4. At turn starts, if everyone is alive, you would buff everyone with attack boost, large effect 1 turn, defense boost, medium effect for 1 turn. If one of your party member is dead, the following would proc 3 times per battle at turn starts. So at turn starts, if one of your party member is dead, you would buff everybody with damage block 1 turn. No limit on this one. And then you would buff everybody with willpower extreme effect. So that would take effect for the next 3 turns if at least one party member is dead. Ability number 2, turn starts, BP +2 to self, and then you buff everyone with willpower medium effect. When you use skill number 3, you also give BP +3 to everyone. Ability number 3, increase damage 20%, turn starts, defense up to self, 20% mitigation, 5 times per battle. Right. So Shiray continues to be a support, but this time with better kit, I would say. Not just like what he's known for his first style, which is the BP +10. I would say I would still stick with the first style with the BP +10, or if you would like, go for this style, inherit that BP +10 to this style so that he would be able to heal as well. Single target healing and revive. So let's check out the skill animation. I really want Shiray. Wait, what was that? That was That was weird on how you shot an arrow. Or 3 arrows in that matter. Ray of Hope Plus. And then this one. Nice. Okay. So that's a Shiray. So Kihachi, just a note, I still haven't fully understood what she does. Somebody helped me try understand her style, so hopefully I say it correctly. If not, my apologies. I gotta test her out to fully understand what she does. So, okay, Kihachi. Skill number 1, it's a single target slash and thunder, and then buffs out with strength medium effect. Skill number 2 is a support. It targets self, only can be used 1 time per battle. Self heat up 20%, self defense up with 20% as well, large effect. And then you buff yourself with this for 4 turns. What this one does is, at turn end, you would put yourself at full overdrive gauge and then give yourself BP plus 5. So basically, you that would allow her to do overdrive follow-up because that's her main shtick ever since the first style. And then third, skill number 3, single target slash and thunder. It's a single target 8 hits, it's not random. And then yeah, that's it for 15 BP. So abilities, this is the one I don't understand. So ability number 1, it says at battle start you buff yourself with this, and then you also buff yourself with this. Oh, they finally changed it. Oh wait. No, they haven't changed it. Okay. Okay. So you buff yourself with this, which is a turn starts, you taunt yourself with extra large effect for 1 turn, you defense down yourself extra large effect for 1 turn, and then when you do an overdrive attack and you landed a weak attack, you would follow up with skill number 1. And then this clause is a little weird. And then the second one is you buff yourself with this. When you do an overdrive attack and you land a weak attack, you follow up with skill number 3, which is the 8 hits. I don't know, Socrates, the extreme effect. I know small is like 15 or 20%, right? So I would think extreme would be small, medium, large, extra large. Probably 30-40%. I'm just guessing. Oh yeah, small for passive is 5%, I think. Medium is 10, large 15, extra large is 20, so probably 25%, give or take. Alright, so the second buff, the second passive is when you do an overdrive attack and you also landed a weak attack, you follow up with skill number 3, which is the 8 hits. Now, the second line, it says when you die or 0 HP, you go back to 100% HP and it only procs 1 time. So Socrates, this is where the weird part goes. I was told that Kihachi is expected to die first, and then after dying, that's when she gets stronger. So we can test it out right now, just so we confirm that case. Basically, the 2 passive that I mentioned, the first one where she taunts herself, that's the first one where she's gonna get only, and then the goal is for her to die first, and then she would be revived, and then she would get the second buff instead. So let's do this. Let's just have some tanky party members and they won't do anything. So let's go for Let's go for Spiral 260 because why not, right? So that she would easily die. Wait, I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Okay, well, what happened? Okay, so she didn't got any buff on that one. So let's see. Okay, so my friend was right then. She would get the one with the taunt and the defense down, and then now she's revived, and she's probably dead by then. Kihachi. Too strong. Sorry. Let's go a different enemy. Yeah, so what happened was, so that's what I was told. So at first she won't have any of these, which is weird because it says at battle starts she gets these buff, but really she didn't. What happens is at first she would get this, the one where she would get a taunt and defense down. That's why she took like 2000 damage. And then after she died and she procced the guts, she went back to 100% HP, and then she now has the second one where she has the additional mitigation. That's why she started taking like 1000 damage. So yeah, that's how Kihachi works basically. You want her to die but not have LP damage. That's why she would automatically have the the 100% HP, and then that's where you would want to buff this, and then she would do a lot of this. Wait, why did I go back to the bugs? No, not the bugs. I'm gonna go Kazinsi or Kasinsi. It was very frustrating to be honest. $2,000 damage. But it's okay, that's expected. $1,000 damage. Come on, kill Kihachi. Thank you. Okay, so now that's guts. She's back to 100% HP. So now she should have the other passive, I think. Let's see. Why is this so convoluted? So she shouldn't have this anymore. She would have this instead, I think. Ah, it's this one. Yeah. So it's this one now. So it's after the field force or whatever it's called, after the fact. That's why she has this, where she has the defenses now. So let's do this just to test out the theory. We're gonna do Servant Emerge. We're gonna buff, well, heal and buff. Then we're gonna do BP. Sword Chain. Sorry, James. No. Okay. Definitely. Okay. So if we overdrive with this, she should do 3 times of skill number 3. Because skill number ability number 2, by default she follows up with skill number 3. So we would know now that she would have 3 times of using of this, so 24 hits in total. This is the true test right here. One, 2, 3. Yep. That's how she works. At least she finally has defenses now, unlike the UDX where she's like paper thin defenses. So that deflect is from whatchamacallit, Firebringer. It's the the new skill number 3, where he would give guard up to the party and also Phantom for 1 time. So let's do this. I want to show you something, Socrates. This time we're gonna gear properly. So let's see. I think I still have my 240 party with me. Yeah. But I'm gonna change this. So I don't need fake Robin, and then I'm gonna inherit this for Firebringer. This is so crazy. The first Firebringer, and then with Servant emerge from the second style, it makes this Firebringer so strong with debuffing. And then Monica, and then rather than having fake Robin, I'm gonna use Kihachi. And then yeah, this is fine. I'm just gonna test it out, and then I'm gonna put it back. You're in front. That. Okay. I mean, Kihachi is still the same Kihachi with the extra thunder element, you know? Okay, we do the oh no. We're gonna die first. And then we buff that. Or actually, let's buff it. She's gonna die, I think. Then we do Servant emerge, and then we debuff. The interaction with Emerald. Ah, yeah. Okay, I can show you. I haven't uploaded my 250. I was so tired from my events with work. No, Kihachi is not dying because I did so much debuffing. Anyway, so we can test it out then before Kihachi dies, I guess. So we'll do this. We'll do this. Okay, Kihachi, show me what you got. So this is the reason why I said that Firebringer is a really good debuffer now because of the second Firebringer. So Servant Emerge, it gives you the buff of Servant Assist. So Servant Assist, you buff yourself with all attribute medium effect. And then when your attack hits, there is no chance. You debuff with Strength and Intelligence. And the first style, so he would always follow up with one Flame Servant, right? So Flame Servant does a Strength and Intelligence debuffing. So for each of the Flame Servant, he would do 2 times of Strength and Intelligence. And then I also have Paulus in the party. So Paulus, whenever you do an indirect attack, you would debuff the character would debuff with intelligence and willpower. So Firebringer does so much debuffing that Kazinsi is just disabled. So we'll do this. So this one is just nothing. It heals himself with extra small heal. So we'll do this. Yeah. So Kihachi, if you follow up with the 2-hit as a one-time thing, then that means we're correct. Prior to dying, you would be taunting and having that defense down. So that one. That's the ability. This is the 2 hits. So yeah, we're correct then, Socrates. And thank you. If you guys know Nyoni, so Nyoni was the one who helped me understand this. Alright, come on Firebringer, let's debuff and disable Kazinsi. 1. Nope. No second follow-up. But it's okay, Kazinsi is disabled. And Kihachi couldn't die even with the defense down. But yeah, that was who was that White Adder from last stream, whatchamacallit, who mentioned about Firebringer, and then we tested him like, wow, that's so much debuffing. I know, right? It's a skill issue. Okay, so let's continue first with the banner, and then I'll show you 250 with Leon and Gerard. Now that we have confirmed what Kihachi does. Okay, so Kihachi, we already run through the skills. So for this one, ignore the first part first, and then this one, once you reach 0 HP, you go back to 100% HP one time. So at the first part of Kihachi, I guess, she would have this buff where she would taunt herself, extra large effect, and would have a defense down, extra large effect. And then if you happen to do overdrive, she would just do the 2-hit follow-up. After she reaches 0 HP one time, she automatically goes back to 100% HP. And then, rather than having this buff, this will go away, and then this will replace that. So what this one does is, whenever she does an overdrive attack, and she also lands a weak attack, she would follow up with the 8-hit attack instead, rather than the 2-hit. And then she would also have extra mitigation with extreme effect. So I think that's 40, if not 50%. I think 40%. So yeah, that's how Kihachi works, how this spaghetti code of ability works. And then ability number 2, battle starts BP +3. When you do an overdrive, you follow up with skill number 3. That's why earlier when she reaches HP 0 one time, she did skill number 3 3 times on overdrive, because we hit the weak attack on overdrive attack. That's why this proc, and she followed up with skill number 3. And then with her ability number 2, she followed up a second skill number 3. And then turn end, she gets an overdrive gauge of medium effect. And then ability number 3 is offense field. Its turn starts self BP plus 2. Give attack boost to everyone, large effect for 1 turn. And then give everyone heat up, medium effect for 5 times per battle. She is initially water element for her UDX. I'll show you the other style later. So we already checked out the skill animation, so we're good. Next is Liam. So Liam, unfortunately, is lacking with where the game is at right now. So this is the art. First one is leg snipe. Single target blunt, and then debuffs target with agility, small effect. Skill number 2 is super snipe. Single target blunt, and then debuffs the target with guard down, large effect for 1 turn. Take note that it's not a fast skill. So if anything, when this goes to global, it might become a fast. And then combat assault. So it's a single target blunt. You use it 1 time per battle. You buff yourself with charge, storm chaser, that would last the entire battle, and then a weak heat up with super extreme effect. So that's a 40% attack. Weak heat up is another version of heat up where it only takes effect when you land a weak attack. And then storm chaser, it's a slash and blunt follow-up attack. It's C damage rather than the bullets where it's D damage. And then you give yourself BP plus 2. Right, so he has 1 charge with that. And then for ability, so mitigates damage 20%, battle starts BP plus 4, so he can automatically go with combat assault. And then turn starts, gives self wind chaser that would last the entire battle. We already know what wind chaser is, and it only procs 4 times on the first 4 turn starts. So he would have 5 bullets. Because of first ability, he would be damaged with LP damage of -3. So he would still have 3 LP, you know, if you have bad RNG and he takes a lot of damage and, you know, unfortunately dies. And then the second ability, weak maximum voltage. Turn starts, weak heat up, super extreme effect, 4 times per battle. The 5th one is with combat assault. And then ability number 3, increase damage with 40%, also super extreme, and also mitigate damage 30%. So I think the main reason why you would want Liam, so this one is back to being a longer battle. The summer style, the previous one, is more for like short-term battle, like 10 turns, because he would have all his bullets, anti-material, frozen, wind, attack, and ice bullet, all 5 bullets charged up for the first 10 turns. So if you do combat assault, you would do automatically 6 bullet charge for the first 10 turns. So that would make the summer style stronger. And also, I prefer the summer style because it has intrinsic, more self-sufficiency with dodges and stuff. But for this one, he's more for a long term. But I think having the weak heat up rather than a regular heat up is what his drawback is, mainly because he has to land a weak point attack. And I think the main draw for this is if you haven't cleared Spiral 260 yet, which is this Liam is gonna be really good at. So yeah, that's Liam. Let's do the skill animation. That's the leg snipe, super snipe. Oh, we have first person Liam now. That was cool. Yes, that is true, Socrates. So that's Liam. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, Kihachi. So Kihachi has water element because of the previous style. Where is Kihachi? I need to level her up. Oh yeah, he's totally not James from Pokemon. Now that I see it, I can't unsee it, Socrates. Totally not James from Pokemon. Okay, where is Kihachi? Okay, so Kihachi, this is because of the skills that she had as S-style, because of the water element. And then I think for UDX, she has both water element and thunder. And then for this style, she focuses more on thunder instead. I like the second Liam, to be honest, Socrates, because of the, full HP and then he dodges the attack. That was clutch for me when I did the Sarowin Tower. I was the only one who used Liam number 2. Everybody was using Liam number 1. Summer was really strong for Liam, but it's more of finish the battle early or else Liam would lose a lot of firepower. Right? Liam 2 is, well, in global, the full HP dodge is gone for Liam. He got high protect tension, right? So that's why I haven't used him that much. Okay, so you were asking about oh, Mikado-san, konnichiwa. Thank you for joining. Kihachi is mecha kakoi desu ne. Okay, so let's do Gerard and Leon. Where is the party? Yeah, this one. So let me explain the party first. So this is the mecha party. There is the nuke on turn 4 and turn 5. Turn 3, turn 4 and turn 6. So I have to do healing. I have to sacrifice the AoE heal from Mama so that we would have extra defense boost. And then Gerard would have the AoE healing anyway. And that gets +1 every 5 turns. So we should be good. And then Tatiana is the DPS. You would see how ridiculous Tatiana is. And then the BP management is with Monica, with skill number 3, spamming as much as possible. And then Leon and Gerard for the synergy is just really good. So Leon would give this buff to everyone at battle starts, and it lasts the entire battle. Basically, whoever is healing in the party, Gerard. Arigatou gozaimasu, Mikado-san. Boku no Nihongo wa, nandake, shogakusei level desu. Ippai no kotoba wa mada wakaranai desu. Alright, so for Leon, whoever is doing healing to the party, healing means that it's a healing type of skill. So for global, the Fudo Kenko or the Steel Blade Light, it has healing in global. It's considered as an attack skill. So this one won't take effect for Gerard if you use Steel Blade Light. So when they do healing, they also give a defense boost of extreme effect to whoever is the target. And with Mama and Gerard doing AoE healing, so it gives defense boost to everyone. And then when everyone is taking damage, they would also buff themselves with all attributes, small effect. And this is basically why Leon complements with Gerard, and that's the defense boost. And then with this, skill number 3, it also gives a buff to the party, wherein it's an extra small heal at turn ends and BP +1 as well. And you would see later on how much healing Gerard is gonna do because of Leon. It's so funny how Gerard has all the items and it looks really lackluster at start, whatchamacallit, at first glance, but really once you take a look at it further, it becomes really strong. Hi Migs, how are you? Hey Arado, question. How long would the Joe, Liz, Shiray meta last? Joe is still meta today in JP. Liz, not so much, because there's gonna be better defense boost source. So it's gonna be a little short-lived for Liz. For Shiray, I would say Shiray could be meta depending on who you use as your BP battery for hard content. Because even before this Shiray released, Shiray still is usable in JP. So I would say Shiray has a really good mileage, and Joe, not so much for Liz. That's why when I went through the 4.5 year anniversary banner in the last stream, I highly recommended to get Joe and Shiray, and then everybody else is a matter of preference. Excuse me. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so Monica, we're gonna be just spamming skill number 3 so that we can have attack boost and defense boost. Walang ano man, Migs. Yes, salamat. And Migs, I saw the chat when Sher was doing his stream, I think Saturday. My apologies on that one. I was just waking up when Red and them were tagging me on the channel that Arado, are you in chat? Arado, are you in chat? So my apologies on that, poser. I couldn't control it, so all I can do is apologize. And I was just waking up and I was very confused why people were asking why I was in chat. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. Alright, so Monica, attack boost and defense boost, and also BP reduction, so we keep on using that. For Leon, you want him to keep on using skill number 3. So with skill number 3, he would be able to stack 2 of this if possible, but I don't have other BP sources, and so he would be alternating with this, and then randomly with this if I need healing. So we'll do this. Mama will continue to buff. Gerard is... So for Gerard, I inherited the buff to himself where he would give a random attack boost and defense boost to a random party member. So one random party member with attack boost extra large effect, and one random party member with defense boost medium effect for 2 turns for both. So I would keep on using this until turn 4 and turn 6, where I need to do AoE healing for the defense boost. So let's do this, and then Tatiana would just keep on using light up Kuma-chan hit. So this one is an attack boost extreme effect, so that's 30% for 2 turns. I'm just gonna keep on spamming this, and then it's gonna be triple stamp after. Yep, that is true, Socrates. I was telling people what I think about Liz with the Dragon's Blessing being defense boost, and my opinion is it's both good and bad. I think you know this, right, Socrates, that having both defense boost and guard up have better effect on you rather than just having and Monica is dead. Rather than just having defense boost. because the more defense boost you have, it's more of a diminishing return compared to having a high defense boost and then an extra guard up on the side. So it's both good and bad. It's just that we don't have a good source of guard up just yet until Alkaiser is released. Yeah, the healing aspect is good for that one. Right. Let's try not to die. And that's for you, Dozy. I know. You always try to look when I would say don't die. Hey Monica, you have intrinsic, come on. 37% chance. Please dodge. Monica is dead again. Cat, you mean the city thief female? Right now in JP? Is that the one you're referring to, Socrates? Oh, Katarina. Yes. I'm not a true Romancing Saga 3 fan. I couldn't get her. I keep on getting Ellen and Sarah. I wanted Julian too, but Thomas is awesome, by the way. I know, right? Just use his previous style, the one we have in Global. Oi, don't focus fire on Leon, please. Thank you. Okay. So everybody got a damage block except for Gerard because Gerard didn't take any damage. And that's how powerful Gerard is as a healer support. 250回はミカドさん。リオンとジェラーのコンボはめっちゃ強いです。ジェラーの、HP 回復はその全体回復 all potion ターン4とターン6でその防御効果はめっちゃ便利です。I'll show you that one, Mikado-san. And because the mechanic for this battle is on turn 4, you have to do Thunder Element attack for you to be able to survive that nuke. But because I don't have a Thunder Element, I'm working around that by having more defense boost instead. And that's why I'm gonna sacrifice the AoE heal from Mama and also pop one of the AoE heal from Gerard. Okay, so let's do back prod. Let's do this. Let's do this. More. And then triple stamp at this point. It's so crazy how I'm healing like 500 HP because of all the buffs that we're getting. Yeah, do your Hulk smash, Tatiana. Go, Hulk smash. Hey Rohan, are you just starting JP right now? And welcome to the stream, by the way. Okay, so I have one more. One more. Okay. So I would say getting Leon and Gerard, like what I'm showing right now, is super good. Um, that banner where Leon is, actually getting all of them is super useful. Therese is a really good attacker on Overdrive. James is a good debuffer. And then Leon and Gerard are both good in tandem as support. And then Bear is a good tank with DPS. So you can't go wrong with the Leon banner. And then I would say prioritize in getting Leon and Gerard, both of them. And then, no problem, thank you, Migs. And then go for the current 5-year banner with Shiray, Kihachi, and Liam. If you can target Shiray. There's also the reprint of the old Shiray. If you go for Shiray, get that reprint as well, because both of them would work really good together. I think having Shiray, Leon, and Gerard, you would be set with support, and then you just have to pick your DPS until then. And no mistake, Mikado-san. It's okay. My Japanese is bad too, so I have to speak in English. Sorry. Gomenasai. Okay, so let's do this. Monica with this one. More skill number 3 with Leon. Mama gonna do Holy Lance this time. Still more attack boost and defense boost. Go back to light up Kuma-chan. $600 healing with extra small heal. That's insane. I don't have a set streaming day, Rohan, but it's usually at this time when I stream because this is my nighttime. Right now it's 9:49 p.m. where I'm at, and this is what works best for me. On weekends, sometimes I stream on afternoon, but very rarely. Unfortunately, I don't have a set schedule with me. So just follow my Twitter. Hey, Monica, don't die. Monica died. It's okay. It's okay. So, this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna do this. And then, again, I'm gonna pop the healing from Mama. Pop the healing from Gerard. This is the nuke turn, turn 4. And then, as long as Tatiana is alive, we should be good. Sorry, Socrates. And with that, it seems like you are on West Coast time. And then, Mikado-san, Seo-san no Heaven's Heal de, Leon-san no Bafu no Kansha suru de, sono Bogyo Koka de Bafu suru, Zentai. Mikata Zentai desu. だからこのターンに、なかなかダメージは、I should have survived, but it's okay. Because I didn't have that extra attack boost and defense boost from Monica. That's why I didn't survive. But let's try it again. It's quick anyway. Yeah, that's a problem with Monica, because with her doing the skill number 3 and Princess Charm, it gives me a maximum of 8 attack boost and defense boost for the turn. Nihongo de daijoubu desu yo. Boku wa Google Sensei o tasukarimasu. Okay, so skill number 3, and then buff, more attack boost, defense boost, light up Kuma-chan. JP seems cool, but I can't understand shit. Sorry, Rohan. Yeah. It takes a while to get used to, the different characters. I'm used to it because I have a lot of whatchamacallit. I have some Chinese background with me, but my Chinese language is really bad, so whatchamacallit. Dishonor on your family. So with my Chinese knowledge, I somehow have some idea of what each of the term does, but a lot of them I can't read the kanji. So I have still to learn more about reading more kanji. Nihongo umai desu ne. Iya, boku no Nihongo wa shogakusei level desu. Boji-san? Irashai. JP has a way different playstyle experience. Yep. So, the playstyle that we're used to in Global, totally different in JP. Because of all the buffs that we got in Global. Like, who would have thought that he would still be using Halloween Esper Girl even to this day? Because in JP, she wasn't that used that much after whatchamacallit. By Spiral 160. After that, no more. Rohan, I don't know. So, are you also playing Global? Because if you are, then everything in JP seems OP and, really strong. But there is a certain standard in what JP does right now. So that's why you gotta consider that to say whether a character is really strong or not. And that's not to downplay what you said. A lot of these characters are honestly strong, but it's a matter of which one is really the strongest, Okay, let's do one more of this and light up Kuma-chan. Hey Rydia, how are you? How was your Wahlburger experience? There is a Wahlburger at the mall here in Hawaii. I haven't tried it yet. Yes, role diversity is very important, like what Socrates said. Oh, I'm sorry for losing your global account. Okay, nobody die, please. Hey, Monica. That. We're gonna die again. Hi, Monica, don't die. I can't show how I can survive turn 4. So this is the problem that with RNG. If someone gets focus fire, it's basically dead. So you gotta retry. But yeah, for everyone watching, we were able to confirm for Kihachi, the current one in Banner, where if there is 2 passive that gets buff at turn starts, but they're not really in effect. Only one takes effect. So at first, when you start a battle, you would have the first passive where Kihachi would have taunt and defense down. And you would want that for Kihachi because you want Kihachi to die one time and go back to 100% HP. After that gets triggered, the second passive would trigger, and then you would have a stronger version of Kihachi, and then that's where, the real Kihachi is released. You know, kind of like a final boss kind of thing, where there's the weaker version and then there's the really strong version, kind of like that. We're the real Slim Shady. Probably. All right, so let's do some healing. So when Leon heals, by the way, with the skill number 2, he would also give BP plus 5 to everyone, which is good. So I'm gonna do Holy Lands, more attack boost, defense boost, and then triple stamp. Katarina 強いので濡れてみるたいですよ。ジェラーは前のスタイルにオートマティックポーションを使わせるでいいです。僕はそのカタリナはいないです。厳しいなこれ。僕はロマサガ3は大好きだから。でも、リオンさんのバフ、その回復の技を使うに、セヨさんとジェラードの全体 HP 回復の時に、味方全体は、その防御効果、強化大強化大 right? Extreme ちょっと待ってください。はい、強化大一旦です。その防御強化だから、ターン4とターン6で、セヨさんのヘブンズヒールと、ジェラーのオールポーションと、そのターンは、みんなのダメージで OK です。Having issues unlocking more of the lunar things. Which one is it, Rydia? The lunar things. Sorry, Tatiana died. Sorry, Socrates. This is taking a long time for the demo. But I have a recording that I can upload instead. I'm gonna do that after the stream. Okay. So he can light up Kuma-chan. Which one is that, Rydia? The lunar things? You mean the events or you mean the books, the dungeons in the books? I believe so. That's Judy. Yeah. So it's Judy, and then there is, yeah. I'll leave that to you so that you can figure it out with the, with the clues and stuff. It's kind of like playing an RPG in a way. Okay, Monica, don't die. Thank you. Okay, backload. This one, buff. This one, triple stamp. What do you mean to? You mean by books? If so, yes. So the general record is where your usual dungeons are. The style and the Aurum dungeon, and then the Crescent book. That's the first of the many books that we're gonna have. Right now in JP, there is 7 books in total. So we have the Crescent, and then there's the Game Boy Saga 2, the next one, and then Summer, and then I forgot the 4th one. The 5th one is SaGa. The 5th one is the SaGa collaboration. So right now we have that one book for the books with the unlocking monster. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu, Mikado-san. Mada yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Mata ne. Alright, so let's do this. Skill number 3. Nobody die, please. I don't want to restart. Yeah, they don't. You only get the first gem clear starting summer, I think. That's why I told Cher when the Crescent book got released first that we have the updated version that we get first clear. And even the event, right, Socrates? The event nodes, they don't give the first clear 150 in JP. That's why we get that 1000 in exchange. Ah, don't die. Mama. Sorry, Socrates. I'm having really bad luck. But let's push forward. Let's see if we survive. All potion. Light up Kuma-chan. Sorry about that. Mama is gonna die on this turn. I forgot. I shouldn't have overdrive. How is Sirius? The new accessory? Which one is that? So Mama is definitely gonna die again. Sorry, Mama. Ah, Socrates. My bad luck. I'm so sorry. Let's try again one last time. And then after this, I'm gonna end the stream. And then I'm gonna upload the video instead. Sorry, Socrates. And then after that, I'm gonna unlock some nodes. Hopefully to get 3000 jewels and try for Shiray. I gotta read Sirius again. I remember Sirius being a tank, healer, support kind of character. He is the best in the banner, but I got Pamela, which is the pretty good. I would say single target, Pierce and Dark, and Toji, because I needed a tank and I don't have Julian, so I needed Toji. Okay, I'm gonna heal this time. I'm not gonna play it safe. Oh, he is a jammer too. He debuffs? Curious? Oh, nice. Yeah, I forgot about his kit already. Ah. I mean, for buff stripper, we got used to Anya, so he kind of got the whatchamacallit, he got overshadowed by Summer Anya. But with debuffing, that kinda takes away the need for Summer Judy or Summer Orlet. Yes, that is correct. Covering a lot is good, especially if you're doing it efficiently too, right? Not sacrificing one aspect of it. Hello, Chaos Katsune. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I'm having bad luck right now with someone being targeted again and dying. Okay, we survived this time. Finally, Socrates. Okay. Do you have the... whatchamacallit? Do you have the thing? Sorry, I'm trying to think. Where is it? No, she doesn't have it. Okay, she got an overdrive. So that I can save some BP. And then Heaven's Heal, All Potion, and then Triple Stamp. Right, so now, finally, I have Monica surviving. That we would have a lot of attack boost and defense boost. Usually on this turn, you would want to do a lot of thunder attack so that you would do attack down on the enemy. But now with Monica, I have a lot of attack boost and defense boost. And also, I'm gonna sacrifice Heaven's Heal from Mama. And then Gerard as well. Doing an AoE heal, which is a healing skill. So we get an extra defense boost. That's my workaround for not having a thunder element attacker. And Tatiana is just enjoying the buffs. Casual 600 damage per hit, you know, on a 3-hit skill. Okay, so that's the damage I wanted to see. And we survived finally. And we just heal it back because why not, right? See, everybody's back to full HP. Hi. This combo with Leon and Gerard is just insane. Okay, let's do one more. This is the safe turn, so we're not gonna pop out the healing. We're gonna do more attack boost and defense boost, then more light up Kuma-chan. $700 on an extra small heal. I'm jealous, Socrates. I wanted Sarowin as well. I have Orluge and Farbringer, but I can't complain about Farbringer. He's awesome. Okay, so turn 6. This is the stupid energy cannon. I couldn't survive this with my old party. So same thing. I'm gonna work around with attack boost and defense boost, with Monica giving a lot of defense boost. Mama again gonna do AoE heal, and then Gerard gonna do AoE heal again. So both of them are gonna give 2 times of extreme defense boost, and then Monica would give probably 8 princess. Let me see. 1. Oh, she only has 1 princess charm? Oh, I guess it got dispelled. So she has 1 princess charm, and then she has a princess charm passive, so that's 2. And then she's gonna have 1 more with the skill number 3, so that's 3. And then she buffs it first before doing the attack, so that's a total of 6 attack boost and defense boost and 6 BP from her reduction. Yeah. So those are all the sources of attack boost and defense boost for my party. DM me your the characters you don't have, Rydia, from the selector, and then I can help you decide. See, casual 600,000 per hit on a 3-hit skill for Tatiana. That's insane. That's so funny. Energy cannon. And then we just heal it back like it's nothing, you know? This party is so crazy. Alright, one more turn and then we should be good. Back to... I'm gonna be buffing. And then one more of this. So this one is the risk where Tatiana could die. So hopefully she doesn't die, you know? So after this, I should be able to finish the battle. But if Tatiana dies, I would need an extra turn. Okay, we're good. This is done. Hey Silsey, how are you? That's why I'm having good luck, because Silsey, you're here. Okay, so let's finish this battle. Ike! Tatiana, triple stamp, triple stamp, triple stamp. There is a new Kai style, Rydia. That should be next month with the next book. $700,000, that's so funny. Can we get 8? Nope, I cannot. It's fine. And that's done. I know, right? I don't know if I can survive 260 with the same party. I can try. What are the elements? It's blunt, slash, and dark, right? For the stage. Let me see. I have dark covered for this one. I need dark element. Oh wait, I can't break this because I still gotta record. Let's do this. So whatchamacallit? So see, the very, very confusing character in the banner is Kihachi, and we were able to confirm what she does, and so it seems like Oh, I replaced my Kazinsi party. Oh well. It seems like that she has 2 passive with her, but only 1 takes effect. The one where she taunts herself first, that's the one that takes effect first, taunt and defense down. So you would want her to go on defense down and go to 0 HP one time. Yes, I got her. I'm trying to get Shiray. So once she gets to 0 HP, she would go back to 100% HP, and then she would be stronger with the overdrive follow-up, and she would also have defense mitigation. You know, like what Socrates said, the real Slim Shady. Or, any JRPG final boss where this is my final form, ha 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 ha, kind of thing. What was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. This one. Okay. I need Dark Element. I need more Blunt. I need more Dark Element. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you're good. Hopefully there's no Pierce, or else Tatiana would die. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. I'll go with this formation. We'll see. Actually, let me do Neo. And then Monica is gonna be the pseudo tank. And then Gerard and Leon in front. Oh, thank you, Socrates. Yes, thank you so much for joining. And see you in the next stream. I'm just gonna try real quick, and then I'm gonna end the stream after. So for this one, I think you want to target the boss, because every time you take down the small enemies, it would be respawned on the following turn. So yeah, we'll see if we survive this. We'll do this again. Buffing. Light up Kuma-chan. So for this one, for Tatiana, I'm gonna focus more on light up Kuma-chan instead. And I'm just gonna focus on the boss. If Tatiana targets the small ones, it's fine. Yeah, it's a little sad to see Opera Omnia to go away. I watch a lot of content from other creators like Rez and, her Fireside group. Mama, that was a lot. Monica. Okay, I gotta think this through. But yeah, this battle is a battle of DPS as well, because you get debuff with Love and Charm. Unless you have Summer Anya that would cleanse debuff, then you won't be healing that much. And then I think the boss would heal itself a lot of times with magic defense mitigation, I think. I don't know whether there's more defense mitigation that's coming up, but everybody else would be buffing themselves. So that's why take them down as fast as possible is the name of the game for this. And this is where the latest Liam would shine a lot. I'll think this through. I thought I can Unga Bunga it with Tatiana, Silsey, do you have any questions or anything you wanted to see before we end the stream? I went through Aslana. I know you already know what Aslana does, so I don't have to go through, and as well as Ludvig. I I went through Spiral 210 as well. I showed the punish if you go through the threshold with the buffing of strength, intelligence, and dexterity, because that's what Shiray would do as a follow-up, and also Aslana with her passive, and then whatchamacallit, we were not successful with the attempt even at this time. I tried to use the same party as I used before. I tried to copy the same gears. We died basically when Ludvig was about to die because of the defense down, the permanent one, and the heat down that we're getting from Witch of the East and Ludvig. So good luck to us in global. And my recommendation for the banner is to pull for Aslana, and also if you have extra jewels, for pull for Ludvig, but not really important. I would suggest to save for the next banner for Dread Queen. Dread Queen is going to be more helpful in hard content and debuffing. Alright, maybe we can try getting some DFFO players. Yeah, that is true, Hokto Master. Hopefully we get some Opera Omnia players playing. Alright, let me see what else I can show. I don't have the jewels, so I can't do like a draw. The books that we have in JP is tied up to... Oh wait, Rydia, so you were asking about the book, right, with the clues. So right now we have 7 books in total. This is the book we have in global, the Crescent book, and then we're gonna have more books being released. One book is usually released every month, and so it's the same thing. After you unlock all the nodes, you would get 3,000 jewels out of it. For us in JP, the latest book is tied up to the conquest, and so I can't really just skim through the stages and be able to be able to get the 3,000 jewels and do a gacha, unfortunately. So my apologies on that one. But I have the first clear jewels here that I can get, so that's what I'm gonna do after the stream. The conquest, I have been slacking off on that one. I'm just focusing on certain nodes, and then after that I focus on other games because I grind on global as well, so that's why I gotta balance my time. So in JP, I'm sorry I haven't been helping in conquest. But yeah, we have conquest right now as part of the 5th year anniversary. Oh, I have 300 jewels. Let's see. Streamer luck, can we get Shiray with a single pull? Because I already did 9 pulls out of this stupid banner. 9 multis rather. Single pull, can we get Shiray? Single pull, single pull. No, Saigon, no. And thank you for joining. Nope, it's okay. Is there a good pack right now in JP? Because it's very rare in JP. Oh, there's this one. But Aslana is coming up soon, Saigon, in global. And we just got Shiray too, so... And I don't have jewels. Let me show you how critical my jewels are in JP, in global. There's so much happening. And thank you for joining, by the way, Saigon. I don't know if you caught the first part of the stream. We were able to confirm what Kihachi does. Do you know already what she does? You know, with the super convoluted condition. So Kihachi, so the ability number 1 is the most confusing one. The first few lines, it says that at battle starts, she would buff herself with 2 passive, right? Chotto matte kudasai, Poji-san. Gugu sensei wa tasukarimasu. Was able to break through 200 floor, which stopped him. Oh, omedetou gozaimasu. 200回クリアでおめでとうございます。そうですよね。レオン編のガチャはみんなで強いですよね。リオンとジェラードのコンボはめっちゃ便利です。その回復の能力と防御強化の能力とめっちゃいいです。No problem. I will. Anyway, this is global. We're gonna have Aslana in 2 days, and this is my jewel count. Let me see. I think I can show. No, this is the paid only. This is what my jewel looks like in global, and with Aslana and Ludvig being released, my jewels are on life support, so I need all the luck. Okay, let me go back to JP. Right, Rydia? Because our game is just on speedrun mode. Okay, so Kihachi. Let me go through real quick, Saigon, before we end the stream. So for Kihachi, the ability number 1 is the confusing one. So on the first few lines, it says that there's 2 passives, right? This one and then this one. So, and then there's also where whatchamacallit, Kihachi would be able to go back to 100% HP after dying once without LP cost, of course. So, and then this is the part that's confusing. Basically, what happens, and this is thanks to Nyoni, if you're lurking in the global side of Discord SaGa wiki cord, Nyoni and I tried to decipher this, and this is what Nyoni said, and we confirmed that earlier. Initially, when you start the battle, you would only have this passive where Kihachi would have the taunt and the defense down. So that enables Kihachi to die faster. So it's very dynamic where even at the same turn, if Kihachi reaches 0 HP, she would automatically go back to maximum HP and then would automatically switch to this passive right here, which is on overdrive attack. When you land a weak attack, she would follow up with the 8-hit skill. And then it also comes with 40% damage mitigation. So that's why it's very dynamic that even on the same turn that you get 0 HP, it would automatically switch to that passive, and this one won't take effect anymore. And you would see that in Kihachi's list of buffs that you would see like a... What was the term that was used? Hold on. I think it was written here. It's not written here. Yeah, it's not written here. But there is something where there's a certain buff, and then there's a defense, and then there's a after. So you would see that certain buff, and you would know that you would already have this with you. And we tested that with Kihachi not dying, where if Kihachi didn't die, she would follow up with the 2 hits on overdrive. This one, the 2 hits, and then also because of second ability, that she would follow up a second skill on overdrive with the 8 hits. But after Kihachi dies once, that she follows up with the 2 times of this, the 8 hits. But yeah, Kihachi is, I think, version 1.5 of her UDX style with coverage of Slash and Thunder. And I think for those that are stuck in the Spiral 250, that Kihachi would be able to help because, you know, this is 8 hits. So you basically did a lot of attack down to the robot by turn 4, right? That's the gimmick of that battle, that he would go on over voltage and then that's the time when you would do Thunder Element so that you would do attack down. So Kihachi would basically nullify all damage from that turn because of the 8 hits. And I don't know if you know this already as well. Someone from the chat last stream requested for Firebringer. And so you know how the recent Firebringer, he has whatchamacallit, he has Servant Emerge, right? Servant Emerge, it gives you the Servant Assist buff and of course Element Enhance. Servant Emerge, it gives you the buffs all attribute at turn start, and then when you land an attack, you guarantee debuff Strength and Intelligence medium effect to the target enemy. And so if you inherit this Servant Emerge to the first style, so you know how the first style, he guarantees with a follow-up with Flame Servant. So Flame Servant is a Strength and Intelligence debuff. With Servant Emerge, there would be 2 times of Strength and Intelligence debuff. Basically, Kazinsi is dealing no damage to everyone with Firebringer. That was so good to do. And you know how Kihachi, right? This one, she would have the defense down extra large effect, right? She takes 0 damage because of Firebringer debuffing so much. And in the party, I also had Paulus with me. So there's so much debuffing happening. But yeah, that's JP right now. So much debuffing and damage. Alright, that's it. Hopefully, I'm able to get Shiray so I can demonstrate that. And after the stream, I'm gonna upload the Spiral 250, the one we just did with Leon and Gerard combo. But with that, this Arado signing off. There's so much people who joined today and so much love for the stream, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Saigon, always appreciate you joining. I know we're kind of on the same wavelength with whatever content we can clear. So Saigon, thank you. Rydia, Poji-san, arigatou gozaimasu. And then Hokuto Master, Socrates, Silsi. Earlier we also had Chaos, Rohan, Mikado-san, arigatou gozaimasu. And then who else? Migs, thank you so much. Salamat po. And then who else? Andy was in the chat too earlier. Thank you so much, and salamat as well. All right, I think that's everyone. Thank you so much again, everyone, for joining. This Arado signing off. Always appreciate all of you chilling here, having, talking about the game. And see you in the next video or stream. Peace, love, and aloha. Poji-san, Mikado-san, gochizo itadaki arigatou gozaimasu. Mada yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Sore de shitsurei shimasu. Right. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next video or stream.